Welcome to the Good Rookies podcast. My name is Faheem.
And my name is Nelly J, y'all, and we are Good Rookies.
That's right.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Good Tuesday, guys. And folks, it's episode 39.
39, okay.
39, y'all. So guys, as you know, every Tuesday we bring you guys the hottest discussions and topic in sports and culture, and today will be no different. Faheem, please introduce who we got.
Awesome. So it's always great to have supporters of the movement. Let's keep this intro quick. We got Shane de numero uno Lindsey on the podcast.
Woo! Shade. Yes, y'all. So Shane has been a day one supporter. You know what I'm saying? Day one. And so we're always happy to have someone like Shane on the podcast because they know the vibe. They know the flex. So when they're going to come on, they're going to spit out the hot fire. So Shane,
pressure.
So you are a San Antonio Spurs fan. I'm not sure if you are still, but you are one, right? I have you one from what?
Yeah.
From like Robinson days or
Robinson days.
Robinson
days.
So you're original fan, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So I know when the Raptors won in 2019, you were happy for us, but you know, it's not your team. But are you shocked at all of the Raptors not making it this year?
I'm not too shocked. When Kawhi left, you know, that they didn't replace him at all, and then Serge left. So I kind of expected they were going to go on a downward slope, and you know it's not a bad thing. I know the fan base doesn't like losing, but sometimes you have to lose a little bit before you can climb again, and then you get a good draft pick and then start rebuilding. But I'm not really surprised. I'm actually happy that you know they had a bad season.
Yeah. Why? But why though? But why?
Why?
Yes.
Well, it's not like I'm a Raptor hater or anything.
I know.
It's just I thought that their roster wasn't a championship roster.
Yes.
So you need to lose
Agreed.
a little bit. And then, you know, get that high draft pick, and then hopefully that guy pans out. You never know. It's always a gamble.
Yeah.
But then get that draft pick and then add him to the roster, and then continue to get some more pieces, and then get back up to the top four, and then you see what happens. Yeah.
So since you're a San Antonio Spurs fan, and you live in Toronto, so I guess my question is, where does your allegiance lie? And I'll say this because if you're a San Antonio Spurs fan who dates back to like the David Robinson days, and the Tim Duncan days,
right?
You were following them before we even had a team, right?
Exactly.
So for that reason,
right?
Like I get it, but if it was the NBA Finals and it was the Spurs and the Raptors, who are you rocking with?
Because I've seen the Spurs win 5 championships, I would rock with the Raptors.
He did enough Iron Man fist right now, bro.
He gave the Kawhi bomb right there.
Yeah, so I would rock with the Raptors for sure.
All right.
Like I was really excited when they went to the finals. Like I was when they won. I was at the parade. You know, I was there. Right. So yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. At the beginning of the season, I thought the Raps, just do a little tank, get a high lottery pick, and go from there. Because at this point, the Raptor destination isn't a top destination yet. I think we'll get there in the future, but right now it's not. As Canada grows its basketball program and we get more of a global acceptance of basketball, to me, Canada isn't the top sport, isn't the top, like, I guess, basketball country to me. There's Spain, there's other countries that have a lot of good players that beat us on the world stage for Olympics and for FIBA. So for me, I think as we get more good talent of Canadian players playing in the NBA, I'm hoping as we get more talent in the NBA, we'll get more people want to come up here. Like, we're in the same column as Minnesota, garbage. And like, you know what I mean? Like, why? Toronto is a good, wicked city. Like, the people are lit. The vibe is lit. The culture is amazing. So we should be in a LA, New York, Boston type discussion, but we're not. So I'm hoping one day we will get there. One day.
Hopefully. For sure.
But I know the Raptors are happy to come back home. Tampa. Guys, I'm gonna be right now for real. If the Raptors played in Toronto, I think would have made to the tournament. I think so. I really think if they had their home court, yes. I just really think that when we play with our home court fans, we play better. Like playing in Tampa was complete trash. It did not work.
Yeah.
And I really believe that we would have been at least top 10 team in the NBA if we were playing in Toronto. Like real talk.
Yeah, well, home court's at least good for, you know, a handful of games.
Maybe. Yeah, like 5 or 6.
Being at home could be, even if you take 3-4 games at home. But I think the bigger factor is the fact that we had, like, I can't remember the number, but it was like our starting lineups. our starting lineups, we had the most shuffled starting lineup just due to the fact that with COVID, we dealt with
that was
injuries.
Big. Yeah.
You know, if the Raptors would have had because no team is ever healthy all year. It doesn't happen. Every team goes through that adversity, but ours was like, I think we hit one of the hardest in the league in regards to injuries. Key guys, 3 starters out. So I mean, if we could have had those guys for maybe more games, who knows, you know, but it's fine. I'm looking forward to the future. We've been spoiled. We have to think back to days before we had Masai Ujiri, where we were just happy at the start of the year to think that we would be fighting for an 8 spot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we're not. So Masai kind of spoiled us. So sometimes, you know, you have to humble yourself, step back, retool, and come back. So let's see for next year.
Well, Shay, we're happy to have you on the podcast. Right. And let's get into some hot topics for him.
Let's do it.
All right. So we're talking about coming back. Nelly J, you said about the Raptors coming back to Toronto. I guess we got a comeback situation in the NFL that we should really be discussing right now in regards to Tim Tebow.
Wah, wah, wah.
Faheem's face when you said that. You couldn't even
Well, this is interesting. Tim Tebow making a comeback to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
But but is it a comeback or my old coach wants me to come and show him a thing?
Yeah.
Well, no, like real talk. A comeback to me is like me seeing tapes, seeing tapes of this guy catching like balls and doing doing games like off season. I'm not seeing Tim Tebow catch or do a route at all. I haven't seen a video yet. I haven't seen
9 years, right? 9 years.
So I think 6 years. Is it 6 or 9 years? Yeah. But to me, it's like my thing is that Tim, you played in the NFL as a quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay, back in the day, right? You left the NFL to play baseball. That flopped. You went into TV, and now was he 33 playing NFL again? Like you're not Tom Brady. Like you're not a GOAT. I don't understand. These old men want to come back and play, and it's like I get it. Like, is it like midlife crisis? Is it like I'm bored? I missed the game. I missed being on the court. Is it his old college football coach, Myers, saying, "Hey, buddy, come on back. You know, I got a spot for you, buddy. We're both Florida natives, right? What is it? Like, why is he doing this? That's the question."
I think it's a publicity thing. I think he likes the spotlight. He likes his name out there. And I mean, he's coming back so many years later and as a tight end. Like he's never played that position before. I mean, I guess I can play for the Dallas Cowboys as a wide receiver right now. I
guess so.
I guess so. It's free for all. I'm assuming that's what it looks like. At this
point, yeah.
I don't know what it is. It doesn't make sense. They just drafted
Trevor Lawrence.
QB, Trevor Lawrence, right? So they should be pumping him up, and now Tebow's coming and taking away all this attention.
The spotlight, yeah.
Exactly. So it's a weird situation down there. I'm not even sure what. I don't get it.
Oh, so I hear you in regards to what you're saying in regards to publicity, but so let's give this some context. In regards to the NFL 2020, I looked into the attendance to see, because usually those who have bad attendance, they need these publicity stunts to get people to come out and see their franchise. We're talking Jacksonville Jaguars, who really haven't won anything.
Right.
But who's the number 1 NFL attendance? What team?
I assume Dallas.
Probably Cowboys. Dallas, I would think so.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's America's team. Who's the number 2?
Giants or Niners, maybe Niners. What do you think? Niners?
Giants?
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
The number 2 attendance?
Number 2 attendance. Number 3 is Tampa Bay.
Hold up. Really? Is that last year number? Because last year it was skewed because COVID. Not every state had.
This is 2020. But I mean, regardless.
That's why. Yeah, but
really? So hold on. You think that it's impossible for Jacksonville to be amongst the top?
Yes.
I don't believe that.
You do know why? Because Faheem, Florida and Texas were the two states that had a lot of leniency for attendance in games.
That's right.
New York, other states weren't allowing it at all. I think if you look at 2019 numbers, it's a different picture because 2020, Texas and Florida, like the red states, didn't care about COVID. To them, masks weren't real. COVID was a lie, right? So last year it was a different kind of thing. So I'm curious to know about the 2019 numbers. But anyways,
got you. Here we go. Yeah. Ready?
Yes.
Bottom 5.
Jacksonville ain't nothing. Like Tampa has more than them.
Yeah. Probably the Dolphins too.
Dolphins probably, right?
Dolphins has a lot of
attendance. Here we go.
No. They're not a good team.
Attendance. So yes. So let me reel that back. So weekly attendance. Actually, see how we thought that. Oh, okay. This doesn't give it in total.
No, what I'm looking at is the average, right? The average attendance. So I'm seeing Arizona number 1.
Right, me too. That's the same I'm looking at.
And then and Jacksonville was bottom, like 1, 2.
No. I got it right here. I got 2019 NFL. Yeah. Here we go. So we are right because Dallas has to be number 1. It's a must. Their stadium's like 80,000 people. Like,
it's a huge stadium.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so here we go. So the attendance is. Here we go. So we have, once again, Dallas number 1. Surprising. Let me give you the top 5. Dallas number 1. The Jets number 2.
Yeah, New York, they're fans. Okay. Like, listen, New York is huge. Jersey,
I would have thought the Giants would add more fans than the Jets, but we'll keep it moving.
Yeah. Maybe cheaper tickets. And again, like they're playing in like New Jersey, wherever. Like it's nothing to do in New Jersey. But
Okay. Green Bay number 3, Denver number 4, and then the Giants number 5.
Yeah, Giants. Yeah. So New York.
So we're here for Jacksonville. So Shane, you made a crack about the bottom 5. They weren't quite the bottom 5, but they were the bottom 10.
Hey, there you go.
They're number 22. So corrected.
Corrected. But I mean, like your point to what you're saying, Faheem, I get it, right? Like it is publicity. I just think that, it just shows, like you can call it white privilege, you can call it, white relations, knowing the boss. I don't know. Because at the end of the day, I just think that there's so many other players that could take his position. Exactly. But I get it. Tim Tebow, he's a very popular athlete, right? Very known, man of faith. People like him. So I get why he hired him for 1 year, I think 1 year contract. Yeah. When you're saying that he won't make it past the actual camp. And if I'm and apparently the locker room divided. Half of the coaches do not know why he's being hired. Half of the people there don't want him there. So Jacksonville right now is split. And if I'm on the anti-Tim Tebow, I'm making sure in practice, I'm going to tackle this man out. Like, I'm going to go after this man on the field like nothing else. And if he's playing on the field and I'm an opposing team, I'm going to go after him as well. Because at the end of the day, it's like, why are you on here? Like, you're not going to actually help us win a championship. To me, again, Faheem, I will come back and play football if I'm an ex-player to win a ring, right? Ring chasing. But to come back to play for Jacksonville Jaguars, like what's the positive there? What are you doing for yourself? Like what is it?
It always seems like the tight end position is always the position that for people who aren't football players, like for instance, LeBron James. When we talk about, what hypothetical position could LeBron James play?
Yeah, I've heard that.
The tight end position. You know what I mean?
No, but he played in high school, though. He played in high school. That's different.
I get it. I'm just saying.
Timothy never played tight end before.
that position seems to be a position that maybe subconsciously people see as one that maybe doesn't require the same type of skill. I agree.
Like Gronk and Kelsey having a good tight end can help you win rings, man. Like
I agree.
That's crucial. Those blocks.
I honestly think
Tebow's not blocking anyone.
No, he's not.
Blocking? What is Tim going to be doing, guys? Running maybe 1 or 2 routes and getting tackled?
Goats do goat things, and if Michael Jordan can play basketball, take a break, play baseball, and then come back and play basketball, Tim Tebow can play football.
He's not a goat, though. He's not a
you
goat.
He's not a goat.
Listen, he's not a goat. He's a Billy goat.
I'm out.
He's a Billy goat. He's not a damn goat. Don't you ever put Michael Jordan and Tim in the same sentence, guys. Disrespect.
Hey,
disrespect.
They both played a sport. They took time.
No. Faheem, one ring. The other did nothing.
Wow.
He won in college and that was it. He came to the NFL and did nothing. I'm sorry.
Jokes.
I know you're joking around. But anyways, Tim Tebow, good luck, bro. Like, I'm not hating on you, bro. I'm just wondering what's the upside for you, because either you die in the field, you broke your leg, you get like, what's the benefit for your old self playing this game? I'm just curious to know. Anyways.
Okay.
All right. So this is actually huge. J. Cole is playing. So first of all, for people who don't know, the NBA has an affiliate league in Africa, and this affiliate league, it's called the BAL, and it was about to get off the ground, and then COVID happened, and it didn't really get a chance to get any traction. COVID, right? J. Cole, he's actually signed with the Rwanda Patriots to play in the Basketball Africa League. That's huge. And I want to say also, he's got an album that's just dropping. So, I mean, there's in no way, I don't think there's any correlating at all. It's just, maybe. Shane, go ahead. What do you got to say?
Okay, when I heard that he signed in the league, the first thing I did was I went on Wikipedia to see if he had an album coming out. Which he does. I think it's coming out tomorrow or something like that. This month. Right. And he has a documentary out, or like there's a lot going on. So I mean, I know he can play. I've seen clips of him play, so not disputing his talents. But if they're starting a new league,
but can he play though in a professional setting? Do you think he's a professional basketball player, Shane, from what you've seen?
From what I've seen?
Yes.
I've seen him play with Justin Bieber and a couple other players.
Right. Celebrity games, right?
Yeah, so I don't know. Professional.
So J. Cole, he was a walk-on at St. John's.
Yes, okay. I saw that.
So I mean, he has some kind of.
We played in high school, but for him, you could have played then in Africa League if you wanted to, bro. You were tired from the podcast and go play in the BAL, because at the end of the day, like J. Cole isn't like a top player, guys. Like, again, I love me some J. Cole. I'm happy for him to be putting this league on the map, because I think this is all just an American famous rapper is going to bring attention to the league, and I'm okay with that. Let's act like J. Cole's winning this position as an athlete. He's winning because of J. Cole and his name. That's it. So I can respect that. Again, guys, he's 36. These old men, like, what's happening? He's 36 years old, gonna be playing again in Africa. I think it will bring a lot of attention, and I think this is actually a publicity for attendance for sure. But again, my thing is that J. Cole, how tall is he? Like, it's gonna be.
He's like 6'3", 6'4".
6'2". Yeah, he's a guard.
He's a guard, right? Yeah. So to me, I think the overall picture, I think, is great, because I know it's exposing African young, talented African players to basketball, to the game.
For sure.
And I really think the future of the game will be African athletes. No lie, like, they are coming up. So I like it. I'm just saying, when, like, don't act like he got this job because of his basketball skill set. It's because he's J. Cole.
Oh, so I'm all for it though. I really think
we're all for it. Yeah,
it's gonna get people who otherwise would have. It's kind of like actually, it's big. I shouldn't give this correlation, but I'm just saying. LaMelo Ball, when he was in high school, he went and played in Lithuania, right? People really didn't even know Lithuania had a league, pretty much. Like, there's no following.
Me too. Yeah.
But once you have a high profile person going there, it kind of shines light to what's happening. This league right now, which is in its infancy right now, nothing better than to have an international star playing in your league. What he does, I mean, it's an opportunity for him also, but I think this is great for the league, because, playing this league, everyone's going to want to know first of all, to see how he's doing. And two, it's going to be an opportunity to put him against others who are on the come up. I think it's great for the league. If it's a publicity stunt, that's the way you do it, not like Tim Tebow.
You know, guys, but my question is, will Drake now join this league? Will other rappers? Like, I'm curious to know, because most rappers want to play basketball, right?
Chris Brown.
So Chris Brown, yeah. So if Drake, you know what I mean? Like, so if the Quavo, I see them all the time, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. He's actually not too bad.
Yeah, right. He's actually, to me, he's better than J. Cole. So that's what I see. So again, it's like, are we going to see other rappers now? Like, hey, I can play professional basketball in Africa. Like, why not, right?
Why not?
Why not? But the first game is Sunday. They're playing Nigeria. Big up Nigeria. They're playing Nigeria's team on Sunday. So I know that will get a lot of viewership because it's J. Cole. I know Nigeria has a lot of viewers, Rwanda. So it's going to be good to see what happens. But it's happening during the NBA's peak of the season too. So it's kind of a weird start for them. It's like, why not start it after the league is done? But during the league, I think it's kind of I don't know, it's weird. Anyway, but yeah, I guess we'll all watch and enjoy and see what J. Cole can do. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm curious to know how this goes.
We'll keep an eye on it. I just want to say, so he's had, this is also on brand for him because he's had the come up series, his mixtapes before. Like everything was the warm up, the come up. Like his basketball dreams has been tied with his musical career. He's proven to be one of the best MCs out right now. This is completely on brand for him. I'm so happy for him because of the fact that, remember on Twitter where he reached out to the Pistons and, you know, they had that little banter online about come sign, but it never happened, right? So, I mean, this is a perfect opportunity. I love it. I will try and stream it. I'm going to try and find this game.
Yes.
Try and watch it. I have a quick question on the way out of this, though. Do you think he lasts the season? Because he's not supposed to play the full season. In regards to his, before I get to a question, are you guys planning on watching it at all? Is it enough to get you interested to maybe stream it?
I will watch a quarter.
Okay.
Yeah, a quarter.
Yeah, I'll watch a quarter.
So the full game, I'm not sure. Give it a look, though. You'll give it a look.
I'll give it a look. Yeah.
And again, it's no shade to the BAL, just that the NBA has a lot of games right now that's leading up to the play-in tournament. So that's taking up my attention, which is why I was saying like them having the first game during this period of the NBA is kind of weird. But like I'll try and catch a game or two.
Okay, and of the 6 games he's going to play, over under, I'm going to give 20 points. Do you get over under and 20? Under 20.
Yeah, I'm doing under.
Yeah. Under.
Really?
Under.
You don't think he'll have one game where he just goes off?
Goes off where? 36? No. Under.
He'll average about 5 points a game.
6.
Really? Let me lower the over under then. 15 points.
Under 15.
Wow, I'm taking the over. I think it's
whatever number you say, I'm going under.
I think he would score most 11 points in a game.
Really?
11.
I'm going to take the over. I think there's going to be one game that he's going to get over 15. Yes. Who's with me?
Remember, it's not the YMCA. This is BAL, Faheem. This is the professional athletes are playing too. No.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, Nelly J, let's go to For the Culture.
All right, For the Culture, I would like to highlight individuals that's for the culture. And folks, we're going to highlight someone very dear to our hearts. So he's a 6-time NBA All-Star from Philadelphia. And he's also an NBA champion as well. Helped us win a ring, y'all, for Toronto Raptors. Who is now a doctor of humanities, Dr. Kyle Lowry.
You're for Kyle Lowry, all right.
Big up Kyle Lowry, y'all.
Yeah.
Right.
He was one of 7 to receive an honorary degree at Acadia University out east in Nova Scotia. Dr. Lowry now was awarded the doctorate degree, and it was because of his impact he had in Canada since 2012, but his inspirational role that he's had rallying the nation to help them win an actual NBA championship for the only NBA franchise in the country. What's your thoughts on this award, guys? I'm now Dr. Lowry. Shane.
Yeah, I think I think he deserves some recognition for what he's done in the community for sure, especially with his foundation, helping out families in Toronto and in his hometown, Philadelphia. So, and I always love it when athletes give back to their community, such as using their platform and their wealth to give back. I do have a question on the He has a doctor designation. That's what it is. Doctor of Humanity. Okay.
Yeah. So Doctor of Humanity.
Right. Yeah. Could they give him something else, or is that like
like? What would you give him, Shane? Shane, what would you give them if you could?
Some other recognition. Like there's people that have studied and did the scholastic stuff to get their doctorate, and then it's like. I know it's not a real doctorate degree, but
it's an honorary doctorate.
Honorary, but no, but kudos to him for sure. Like what he's doing in the community, it's amazing. So yeah.
Shane, I like you. I like you because you're gonna speak. I thought I was gonna be that guy.
I didn't want to say it. I was waiting for someone else to say it.
It looks like we're gonna be those guys together. Okay.
Okay. Good. I'm not by myself. All right.
No. With this doctorate, so that's why I made sure to give him his flowers and respect for what he's done. Congratulations, Kyle Lowry. When I do, and it's not singular just to Kyle Lowry, but I mean to others. When I hear these like honorary degrees that they hand out to people who are successful, I kind of feel like, when, say, for instance, you're at a restaurant and a big high-profile celebrity comes in and comes and eats in your restaurant, and the owner comes out and says, "Oh, you don't have to pay. It's on us. It's on us." Right. They don't make you pay because of your celebrity. But say half an hour, someone who's homeless, hasn't eaten in weeks, comes by and they won't even give them the scraps from the back. Mm-hmm. That's kind of how I feel when they're handing out, like you mentioned, this doctorate,
honorary.
It's kind of like there's people who actually put in the work. Kind of getting it because
like
of your
4 to 5 years of work.
Now, mind you, if like you said, like about the doctor, it's kind of like if Kyle Lowry would have done something in the realm of medicine or like of any kind, like I'm talking, even if someone sprained an ankle and he taped them up or something like that, then I'd say, okay, you know what? But it's kind of like to be calling them like. Unfortunately, I won't be calling him Dr. Lowry, and I know who am I, but I just don't. The doctor thing, I just think it's a little extra,
Well, it's funny because I think it's a good thing, only because it does help bring that university some light. Acadians have been known for a lot of racial historical stuff. Right. So doing this is big for the community. Having a Black man with an honorary degree that played for basketball, I think is big. I also think it's good because Kyle has done a lot of stuff with his foundation with his wife. They do a lot of great things for humanities in Toronto and in Philly. So I think because of their like what they've done through charity, I think is also a good thing. And yes, he may not have done or studied or remember, doing a doctorate, obviously mastering in a specific topic, right? I get that. But he's still mastered in something. Like he won.
What has he mastered?
He won a championship. He helped his country. He helped win a championship.
Pause on this for a second.
He won a championship.
He mastered winning a championship?
Well, in a sense, it's a master, right? Because he's done something that other players haven't done before. It's true. Like he has a ring, guys. A lot of players
he does.
He has
Chris
a ring.
Boucher has a ring.
Exactly.
And he's from Montreal.
I know.
I would not say he's mastered.
I know. But Chris won't get an honorary degree from university. He won't get that. But Kyle will because of Kyle's leadership. His leadership, guys. Come on, the man's a good leader. Okay. He can't deny it. But I get it, right? A doctor, I get it. But it's funny. So y'all want to hit honorary doctorates, right? So I want y'all to guess this. Who do you think? So give me a number of the most honorary doctorates ever given out, degrees ever given out to someone
at that university in Canada.
No, for someone in North America.
Of course, we're saying the most honorary doctorates handed out in
North America. To one person.
Oh, to one person.
To one person. Yes. So someone got a lot of honorary degrees and doctorates. Guess how much he got? Guess how much he got?
I just want to ask: is he a professional athlete?
No.
Really? Okay.
No.
So did he earn it?
No.
Actually, no, he didn't.
They're all honorary degrees. Okay, I want you to guess how much he got, and I'll tell you who it is.
This is from different universities. It's not at the same university.
Different universities, yo.
I'll go with 4.
4? Well, since they're handing them out,
exactly.
I'll go with 9.
Y'all gonna fall your seat right now. The most given out to one person, he received 150.
Come on.
This is a fact. He got 150 honorary degrees. Reverend Theodore Martin Hesburgh. He was a huge activist. He was president of Notre Dame for 35 years. He's also ordained priest, and he was friends with MLK Jr. and Obama. Like, he's a huge activist, and he received 150 honorary degrees in his lifetime. If
you're getting 150 honorary degrees, I'm expecting that to be accompanied with a Nobel Peace Prize.
Right.
Well, guys, he was one of the original, founders of the Civil Rights Act with MLK Jr. So he's a big name. But I'm just saying, he's 150. Yeah. So y'all think of the one is for Kyle Lowry is bad. This guy had 150. Right. 150.
I do think this is completely actually on brand to our topic, or this whole episode. We talked about Tim Tebow, who it was all about clout. Jacksonville did about clout. We talked about
J. Cole.
Yeah.
Patriots did it about clout. And now we're talking about Kyle Lowry, who Acadia is handing out
for clout. Yeah.
On clout.
For clout. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Hey. But actually sounds like we're hating, but we're just being objective.
Oh yeah. I'm not hating at all.
No, we're very happy for Kyle.
For sure.
Dr. Kyle Lowry. And again, he helped us win a ring. So I'll always
help us.
Yeah, thank you, Kyle.
And may get a statue outside of the ACC also. So maybe with the statue, he can be holding his diploma.
ACC forever. Forever ACC. All right, y'all, go to the last segment, y'all.
All right, so let's go to That's Absurd.
That's absurd. Faheem, bro. What was absurd this week? What was absurd?
I'm gonna call this is the sequel. So backdrop. We had Jimmy Butler and Karl-Anthony Towns, teammates 2 years ago.
Is it 2 or 3 years? 2018
okay,
he
could
left,
be
3
right?
years. 2018 he left, I think. 2018, yeah.
Yeah, 2018.
Okay. 2018 Jimmy Butler came to the team, called out some players about being soft as baby poo.
Yeah.
Cat happened to be one of them because maybe he did it to light a fire under him to step up. And that was a legendary practice that did not end well and actually got Jimmy out to go to Philadelphia because he just couldn't play with these soft mans such as Cat. And Andrew Wiggins was in there.
What's funny though is that, guys, like, you know what, like we give the Beard Man a lot of flack for how he posts himself out of the Rockets, right? But the original was Butler. Butler was the original push out of the team.
Yeah,
like, he was the original one.
He was the bully. He was definitely a bully. So this is what I'm calling the sequel. I mean, they played each other very recently, and they're on opposing teams. There's been enough time, when you have a beef with somebody, but time heals all wounds. It seems like nothing's been healed in this situation because he went after Cat hard. Like, they had mics picking him up saying his game is still soft as baby poo. What was it? Like, he just came with the insults, and the mics were picking up because it's an empty stadium. So I'm gonna go with absurd. What do you guys think of him going back at Cat after all this time?
To me, like, from what I saw, like, the game, he wasn't going at Cat like that. I think they were just trash talking. They were on the court and they were kind of they were both saying stuff to each other. They picked up what Butler said, but we don't know what Cat said to him.
No,
because I know Cat told him.
It was one-sided?
Well, no,
it looked very one-sided. I saw.
No, actually, no, because Cat did tell Butler to go call
Rachel Nichols,
because remember the last time he complained about Cat was on her show or interview, whatever.
Yeah,
but again,
is that really a comeback? Or, like, think about this.
It is a comeback to me.
He's still calling him soft and all this other stuff, and he's like.
But again, Faheem, like that was caught at that one moment. But there's no clue was set from Cat to Jim the entire game, right? At the end of the day, trash talking on the court is normal. This is a normal thing that athletes do, right?
Exactly,
Even afterwards, Anthony Edwards was like, yo, y'all, the court is like that. We all talk trash to each other all the time. I just think because of the history of Cat and Butler, the media was like, ooh, a good topic for tomorrow's newsreel. But I really think at the end of the game, they were chill. They're like, all right, good game. Like, they walked off the court, they talked calmly, and left the court. So there's no beef. I think that on the court there's beef, and that's okay because you're not on the same team. But off the court, they're still cool. They're not besties, of course, but they're still cordial. So to me, it's not absurd at all.
Okay, so here's the angle why I do think it's absurd. I'm actually agreeing with what you're saying. I'm all for trash talk. I love it. Okay, but let's keep this in context though. Cat. Okay, this is after we're still in a COVID season, pretty much, right? Think about what Cat's been through since they last had this beef. He's lost family members. He's he's been through the ringer. Like he's going through a tough time right now. And it's like, this is, everyone knows this, you know what I'm saying?
So because Kat had a rough offseason, people should be nice to him on the court. It's basketball. No, don't come and play basketball. Don't come in the court, don't come in the court if you can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? Stay off the court, retire, come back. But listen, as you cross those black lines on the court, come to play ball, put everything else out your mind. So I get what you're saying, but to me, on the court, dogs gotta eat, right? On the court, I'm gonna dunk on you. I'm gonna try to beat your ass down on the court because it's a sport. And I don't think Kat wants to be treated as a soft puppy because of what happened. Like Kat is also competitive as well. So get where you're coming from. But to me, I think off the court they're fine off the court, but on the court.
So I don't think they're fine off the court.
That's what I'm saying. I do
really?
not.
You don't think so?
No.
This beef is deep. Like like
guys, Kat's happy. He has this girl. He has this on the side. Like Kat's a good. He's doing okay. To me personally,
he's proven that emotionally he's in a kind of unstable place. Well, after he lost his mom, he was in a place.
Jackie, no, for real.
Like
he was.
You gotta be. I'm not gonna say heartless, but you really gotta have like some real animosity for. It's got to be so deep that you can't see this guy. He's already. Like he's going through it, you know what I'm saying?
But for him, like again, Shane, jump in soon. But when Jimmy told Kat these comments, Kat was like laughing at him. He's like, whatever, yo, call Rachel. Like he wasn't like crying on the court. He was laughing and wasn't like taking it seriously.
No. It's just encore trash talk. It's just encore trash talk. I wouldn't. That's all it is to me.
Really? Yeah. I was seeing him laughing, but I have a feeling he was crying inside.
No,
man.
he wasn't crying. I don't think so. Shane, your thoughts on this situation? Absurd or not?
Oh, not absurd. No.
Really? Okay.
I think it's just it's in the game. Trash talk. People trash talk all the time. I hear what Faheem is saying about what Kat has been going through, but it's just trash talk. For me, I love it when players. I love it when the game's chippy. So that's what I love. So I like it when they're going back and forth. So for me, I like it. I think it's just within the game. It's just basketball.
I agree with you. Okay. Like to me, it wasn't absurd. I think it's just Butler's so competitive that Butler on the court, he hit a switch on his head and just goes off. Yeah. You know, like a Rodman, like Rodman on the court, animal off the court, man wants to go play wrestling. Like these players have these different mentalities. So to me, I get it. Like Kat had a very rough year and I'm very empathetic towards that. But I think Kat understands that I'm a basketball athlete and when I'm on the court, I don't want players treating me differently because of what happened to my mom, my family. Like respect and guard me hard and play against me hard. Don't treat me differently because of what happened off the court. Off the court, again, from what I saw in the video, after the game, they were like cordial. There was no type of like, yo, da-da-da. They were like, yo, man, good game, da-da-da, and they walk off, right? So, yes, they're not besties. I'm just saying that I think the media just extremely went off the rail here about it, and we're just trying to get a big story because historically they have beef. Historically, right? So that's what it was for me.
Fair enough. All right, let's put this episode in the books.
Woo, y'all, that was episode 39. Right. So Shane, as you know, we'd like to give our special guest, as yourself, a chance to do a shout out. So the floor is yours.
Sure. All right. I'll give two shout outs. First one, I'd like to shout out my guy, Russell Westbrook. He's a very polarizing player.
Yes.
Very polarizing, but I mean, he just broke the triple double record, averaging four seasons he's averaged triple double. So, I mean, you got to give it to him. You love him, you hate him, but I mean, I have to shout him out. That's an incredible achievement, for sure. That's my first shout out, and my second one is shout out you guys. This is episode 39. You know, that's no small feat. Like nothing to gloss over. So 39 episodes. Awesome. Keep it going. Love it. So shout out to you guys.
Nice.
Thanks,
respect.
Shay. Thanks, Shay. Respect, man. So my shout out is to Shane Lindsey, the fantasy guru, Mr. Basketball, football, all the fantasy leagues. Big you up, Shane. Both have our little discussions of, what fantasy all the time. So no, shout out to you, Shane. I also want to shout out the Tampa Bay Lightning. So they actually had a historic moment this past week or so. They had the first all-black forward lineup to start an NHL game. Guys, this is big.
Big up.
In basketball, we see black guys starting all the time. We see in football, but not in hockey. So huge. So I want to shout out Daniel Walcott, Jamel Smith, and Matthew Joseph. Congrats, guys, for making history. I was very proud to see it. Yeah, they lost. They did not win because, the Panthers goalie was off. He's going crazy. He blocked all 30 shots, but it was still a good game. I'm so happy for them. So congrats to those guys for making history. Faheem.
Nice. I'm going to go with, I'm going to shout out Brianna Stewart, WNBA star for the Seattle Storm. She's getting her signature shoe with Puma, which is a big deal. It's not unheard of for women to get a shoe deal, but Brianna Stewart is one of those younger, like she's on the cusp, and Puma is on the cusp also. They're doing some big things in regards to basketball. So for her to get a signature shoe deal, I want to shout her out, enough respect. Two, I want to shout out Shane. Great having you here. It's like I said, it's great having the De Unos with us. And we definitely want to see if we can get you on again. All right.
Oh,
absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And y'all, I'm going to put Shane on blast. Because when I first asked him to be a guest on the podcast, he said to me in a kind, respectfully, I don't think that's for me. And I'm like, what do you mean, Shane? Like, your thing.
So... I didn't say it like that. But okay.
Okay, you didn't say it like that verbatim, but you said it respectfully. No, Nelly. So I'm just happy that we finally got him on the podcast. I had to put you on blast, Shane, but we appreciate you, brother. We appreciate you.
I had a lot of fun. This was great. This was great for sure.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice. You held it down. Okay, that's episode 39.
39, y'all. So as you know, y'all, if you had a good time, if you enjoy yourself, just subscribe, get your updates, okay, and share with a friend.
That's right. You know where to find us. We're out there. Any platform, we're there for you. That's Good Rookies Podcast, episode 39. And we out. Peace.